Welcome. Let me start. Let me start again. Okay. Welcome. If you haven't already, hit subscribe. Yes, this is my first YouTube video. It just sounds so strange to say this, but it's been a long time coming. And what better way to start than with a collaboration with the Waldorf Hotel and Resorts? Mad. To mark the grand opening of two new Waldorf Astoria hotels, one in DIFC here in Dubai and the other in the Maldives, I am going to recreate two of their main dishes that were favorites and that are coined all over the world. I'm going to attempt to make the bull and bear salad. Then I'll make the duni curry, which is apparently one of the favorites. I'm going to try my best to follow the recipe card as I see it. When needs be, add my little twist to it. So here we go, let's get started. Earlier, Waldorf dropped off this massive wicker basket full of the freshest ingredients and the key ingredients to the two dishes that I'm going to create. Let's take a look inside. Oh, I'm so happy. We have a lovely apron. The basmati rice, we have some red onions, we have some garlic, and yes, here's some naan bread. We have some apples, little pompadons, look how cute they are, as well as some coconut milk, some salt and pepper. On that note, can't forget my Maggi. For the salad, I'll be using kale, apples, cerelac, better known as celery root, some mustard, soaked walnuts, apple cider vinegar, creme fraiche, mayonnaise, caramelized walnuts, and a little bit of salt and pepper. Let's see how it goes. Next, I'm going to make the cerelac remoulade. Now to do this, I'll need to prepare the celery root by cutting off all the tough skin until it's fully white. You can see that I'm using a knife that is way too small, but I got there in the end. Thereafter, I will rinse the celery root. Once that's done, you'll need to create long thin pieces, preferably with a julienne peeler, but in my case I didn't have one, so you'd have to excuse me while I use a blender. I'm gonna go ahead and put this cerelac into the bowl. I know cerelac has really, great, it's like a powerhouse of nutrition. Like the amount of vitamins packed in here. And now, obviously this is made from the celery root, and then the remoulade is made from some mayonnaise. Well, that actually says creme fraiche, but it's both white. Mayonnaise and creme fraiche. I keep saying it wrong. It's creme fraiche. Creme fraiche. And then some mustard. All of this mixed together. So the creme fraiche, which just makes it extra fluffy and creamy. The mustard, if I can get it open. Smells so strong. The mayonnaise. A lot of mayonnaise here. I'm gonna mix this all together. One more thing I need to add is a little bit of apple cider vinegar. It smells really good already. So now the kale. So I'm gonna go ahead and chop off the big root at the end. Just sort of like snip away. You can also just rip it off as well, just like this. I mean, we all know kale is really good for us. Like, packed with antioxidants. So this is why the bull and bear is just such a great salad. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in this bowl. See how it looks like it's so much, and then when you kind of like cut it down, it's so little. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add some salt. Lucky the tabletop's clean, where it's all coming out on the side. Right. I'm just gonna put this onto one side. Oh yes, I forgot to mention that I cut up some apples for the salad. Side note, I was also supposed to cut up some chives and parsley, but I couldn't find that in my basket until I was done. Are you not in the shot then? So next, I'm going to make the mustard dressing, and that literally has 4 ingredients. The soaked walnuts, apple cider vinegar, some sea salt. And the recipe says use some olive oil, but for this I'm going to use some avocado oil. So I'm going to go ahead, grab the blender, drop in the soaked walnuts. Once you soak walnuts, it breaks down the enzymes in the walnut, making sure that it's like easier to digest. I'm gonna pour in the apple cider vinegar, and I use apple cider vinegar for literally everything. It's so good. My husband, he basically puts it in his tea or hot water. And let me just get the gram of salt. I'm just gonna put a little bit because I don't really like too much salt. I'll blend this up a little. Do a bit of pulsation. Let me add a bit of the fire around this side. Get this pulsing going. There you go. Lovely. Go ahead and empty that into here. Okay, I'm gonna clean everything up, clean the tabletop, and then move on to frying the chicken. So earlier I used my scale to weigh about 1 kg's worth of chicken, and now I'm gonna rinse the chicken before frying it. Literally, all I'm going to do is shallow fry it with a little bit of avocado oil and then add Maggi cubes to taste. So go ahead and add literally a little bit of avocado oil. I'm just gonna add in the chicken. I find chicken really cooks quite fast. It contains its own kind of like oil, so I always find that you don't really need too much oil to fry chicken.
Do you season it?
Now I'm gonna add in the seasoning. So usually I'm accustomed to marinating my chicken, you know, overnight, or even like put in a few Maggi cubes for it to kind of like soak for a few hours. But seeing as this just came to me this morning, I didn't really have the chance to do that. I've literally just put 1 Maggi cube in here, and I'm gonna mix that around a bit. I'm hungry. Looks like the chicken is just about done now. Let me try one. Okay, now that's that. Time to plate the salad. The Waldorf supplied some gorgeous gold rim plates, so I just used these to serve. I plate the creamy, crunchy Cerelac remoulade. To give it a kick, you can just add the chopped chives to the mix now, but like I said, I couldn't find this until after the fact, sorry. The crunchy fresh kale goes on next, followed by the delicious piping hot chicken. I then top it off with the mustard dressing, and then voila! It's enriched with nutrients, and it's a great light lunch that can leave you feeling just right. Trust me. Okay, so here is my bull and bear salad. Plated and ready to go. I think I did a good job. Anyway, tune in for part 2 next. Whoa. Wait, what the hell? You went for the chicken as well. It's so silly. Oh, here we go. Anyway, tune in next time. I'm gonna be making the duni curry. Thank you for tuning in. Till next time.